Welcome to your daily focus for August the 5th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Sun is in Leo, so romance, fun, excitement, learning, but learning with fun. It's fun learning. It's not like we have to sit there and study for this major test. It's fun learning. We absorb, perhaps, maybe is a better word. Moon is in Libra, so cooperation, balance, beauty. Those are the things that we want in our life the most. We gravitate towards. The numerology for the day, August is an 8 energy. The 5th, 2019, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 8 plus 5 plus 3 is a 16 energy. So where do we as individuals maybe use our who we are becoming to actually not stand in our truth? That doesn't make sense, but that's what I'm hearing. Because 7 is standing in our truth. So where do we fall short on our desires, our dreams, where we want to give more, where we want to, I would think acts of service would probably be a big one here. For maybe you'd like to help somebody out, but you don't want people looking at you. I went to a weekend festival, and so I packed my pockets with toonies and loonies, and there wasn't homeless people like usually when I go and pack my toonies and my loonies. I'm Canadian, so we don't have $1 and $2 bills. We have toonies and loonies, but during this festival there was all kinds of street performers playing their guitars, singing. So I always give. There's a card that tried to jump out, and I was told to look at it. Look at that, the King of Swords. King of Swords today. He hasn't been around in a while. Kind of have to watch his energy. We want to jump into things. We want to go forward. There's almost like this focus, or we really feel motivated to really step into our desires, make our dreams happen, materialize them. And we have to be careful on how we do this when this energy is here, because we can be just going so fast forward that nobody else can catch up to us. And so they pull away on their support, and so how do you handle those things? So it's really about backing it up and having a little bit more communication today with others, letting them know your plans and why you're doing what you're doing. And not for their permission, but just to kind of fill them in. King of Swords doesn't ask for permission, but it's making others knowledgeable. Okay, because we kind of take control of the stage today. We have a confidence about us today. We're tapping into our intelligence a little bit more today when it's the King of Swords. So we see it, we know it, so we go and act upon it without filling others in, and then they try to read into what we're doing, and that's where the confusion starts. So make sure that everybody's perception is the same as yours. So I'm getting very strongly that we're doing something, we're doing the right thing, we are following our truth, but somebody is misreading it as us doing something else. And so there needs to be some kind of line of open communication with others, so that you have the cooperation, so that you have the support. But not so much their permission. Look at that. The Fool is back again. New path forward. Brand new path forward. This is the beginning of, so we know that this trek is long. Okay, it's about the big dreams, it's about the big goals, it's about the distant future plans. Okay, so it's the 5-year plan, it's the 10-year plan, and getting excited about where you're going. Okay, now we know as the Fool starts his journey, he meets a lot of people, right? He meets the magician, he meets the high priestess, the emperor, the empress, and then the emperor, the Hierophant, and so on and so forth, and learns a lesson through each of these encounters. So, how do we meet our challenges? How do we meet our obstacles? How do we meet our fears, our anxieties about stepping into something new, about standing in our truth? And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles hasn't been around in a long time either. Be careful. Okay, be careful here. This is kind of telling me that you just want to throw in the towel. You've been trying and trying and trying, and nothing's happening, and it'll never happen. What's the use in trying? We sit there on, actually, look at that, the doorway to complete abundance and happiness. And what does abundance mean to you? I mean, you really have to answer that question first in your heart. You have to know that your definition of abundance is definitely different than mine, or your next door neighbors, or maybe even your partners for that matter. It could be just good health, or it could be surrounded by friends and family. It could be career goals that you want to. It could be spiritual goals in order to reach that abundance. It's not always money or material. And if we just stood up straight and we stood in our truth and we turned around, we'd see that door of opportunity. And it's following the Fool. So it's telling us that when we are getting discouraged, we are being tested on how much we want it. So push through. Okay, we have the King of Swords there as our energy of today, so we can push through if we want to. Remember, we have free will, so we can back it up, talk ourselves out of it, let others talk us out of it, come up with some kind of excuse. An excuse is just a reason, a lie wrapped up in a reason. So don't allow yourself to give yourself excuses for why you can't. And rather give yourself motivation to accomplish, to begin, to enable yourself. Nature's Whispers. I'm told not to use the book again, so we'll see what comes up. So I think it's very strong energy. I think we're strongly motivated to go forward, go after perhaps what we want. And there could be a couple of tests along the way today. There could be, how do we handle this obstacle? Or maybe somebody, told us we couldn't, or laughed at us, or didn't get on board and get as excited as we were being about it. And maybe someone's taking the wind out of your sail, and don't allow that to happen today. But look at how that can actually motivate you to go forward. What worries, what fears? Pay attention. I think you'll see a way forward that you hadn't seen before. There is a clarity. With the King of Swords, we get a clarity, a confidence, and we can kind of get a little analytical with that kind of energy too. So you're grounded, you're thinking. You're not wishing pie in the sky fantasies and rainbows, but you're actually grounded in how are you actually going forward. What are you actually focused on? What is your dream? What is your desire? How are you making it happen? Culmination of vision. So how are you bringing it all together? We have the 8 energy here. How are we bringing it all together? I've been seeing so many beautiful butterflies lately. I see the butterflies here. I saw a beautiful, it was all black, but then I had like neon blue for the very tips of the wing. Oh, it was just gorgeous. The culmination of your vision. How big can you grow it? And what do you already have to work with? What is your foundation? Where can you gain cooperation with another? Where do you need to compromise in order to really go forward? Or are you being stubborn about something and you're not going to give and you're not going to give and you're really just hurting yourself and your dream by doing that? Where do you need the courage to stand in your truth and not and that might be the 16 and the 7. Where do we, in order to appease others, we don't truly stand in our truth? In order to allow them to believe that we're a certain way so that they like us, so we fit in, so, we can't be really too radical in the world, right? They'll give us a nice little white room with some nice little white jacket to wear. But sometimes we compromise ourselves too much, or we give of ourselves too much, and it might be time, or it might be energy, or it might be financial. So where do we need to stand more in our truth, and where do we need to grab a courage to do just that? And we'll get our wonderful animals out here. That was a funky cut. Okay, look at this. Blessings. I don't even need the book for this one. I just love the turkey and blessings. Being grateful. I'll read the book, I promise. But being grateful and making it a daily practice. The turkey will tell us not to wait for Thanksgiving, but to be thankful every day. To let others know you are thankful. Oh my gosh, turkey is in between here. I know it. There we go. Blessings, gratitude, and thanks. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. It's a perfect opportunity to create peace within the soul so that the gratitude is pure and that there is forgiveness from the past by looking at the now and creating the future. Begin a new tradition. Maybe create a gratitude tree. Write down the few things that you are grateful for each day and hang them on the tree as a reminder. Go around your dinner table and express thanks, not just on Thanksgiving. Create a gratitude journal. Whatever you want to express, whatever way you want to express your gratitude, to spotlight your blessings, do it so that there is a constant reminder around you, so that you can see that you are blessed, even if you do feel otherwise. So, you are blessed. Absolutely. And look around you for the things that are truly things that make you happy in life. The people, the relationships. I think with Libra energy and Leo energy, I think it's more about the collective and the people in our lives. Being grateful for them. Being grateful for our talents and our gifts. Being grateful for the little mundane things in our life that kind of just keeps life moving smoothly for us. And that might be your car. That could be that your front door locks every time you go and lock it. So you don't have to worry about anything being taken while you're gone. The fridge. You may not think that you need to be grateful for your fridge, but I tell you, it stops working. You are so grateful when that new one comes in or the repairman comes in. And add to that list, or add to the tree that you create each and every day. I think it's a fabulous energy kind of day. Don't let the hiccups in life weigh you down, I think those are little tests in order to push you into a knowing, push you into a clarity, pushing you into a control of your truth. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.